Hey everyone, Richard C. Wilson here, the summary module for the $100 million Rainmaker series. This is our last and final module of the total series. And we started out by talking about mindset and having the right mindset for raising capital. We then went into your investor demographic targeting or investor avatar. We then went into the branding. Then we went into your one-liner. And even at that stage, only in module 4, you can see how much these stack on top of each other, right? If you have the wrong mindset and the wrong investor demographic, you can't really dial in your branding or your one-liner. Who's the one-liner written for if you don't really have a target investor set, right? It just doesn't work. After that, we talked about investor influence and persuasion, which relates to everything you do when raising capital. How influential you are determines how likely they are to respond to your email, invest with you, take a meeting with you, etc. We talked about your investment pitch deck and capital raising materials, having very concise communications when raising capital because the most valuable investors have the least amount of time to waste. We talked about investment structure strategies. Most of your competitors have a structure that looks like everybody else. So get that dialed in, but get it dialed in to your investor demographic, to what the needs and cares and headaches and worries are of the exact investor type that you are targeting. Consider different types of capital sources and structures and different types of institutional versus family office investor options. Understanding what a family office is or an ultra wealthy family and how to work with them. Vetting sponsors and partners because they could really determine your fate and whether things go well or not. We then talked about having 3 high conviction strategies or compelling features about what you're doing, surviving due diligence so that you are ready for the toughest investor questions and that you convert more smaller investors faster because of how buttoned up you are. We talked about finding more of the investors that you've already started to target and looping back around to that and how to go deeper on your investor funnel. We then talked about capital raising mistakes to avoid, becoming institutional quality, and the top lessons from $100 million plus capital raisers that we've learned after having 100 of them speak on stage at our events. That's basically what we've covered through this Rainmaker series. My hope is that if you compare this to anything else you've ever listened to on a podcast or on YouTube related to raising capital or investor relations, that this is the most valuable single asset that you have found related to raising capital. I hope you share this with your team members, family members, business partners. I hope you share this with anybody you know who's raising capital. I also hope you see this as a big investment of my time to de-risk the relationship transaction of getting started with us at the Family Office Club. Go to familyoffices.com and see our next couple of live events come up and come to one of our capital raising workshops and one of our investor club summits. And I think you'll be hooked and you'll see the level of specialized knowledge that you will get by coming to our live events. If I can share with you something valuable in a 3-minute module or 7-minute module on investment structures, imagine coming to our 5.5-hour workshop on investment structures. If we can share with you in 6 minutes helpful information on influence and persuasion, imagine coming to our investor influence and persuasion workshop for 5.5 hours in person instead of 5 minutes via YouTube video. Our investor club summits have 70 to 130 speakers on stage every quarter. You hear directly from the investors, you meet investors there, you meet peers in the audience, etc. And you can check out our membership options for the Family Office Club by going to familyoffices.com. You can download my free book on capital raising by going to capitalraising.com. And I'd really encourage you to get involved in our community. If you want to learn more about our project with billionaires or you know of a billionaire that we could interview, we're interviewing 100 of them. So far I've interviewed Tony Robbins, Mark Cuban, Grant Cardone, Jeff Hoffman. You can see all those interviews for free at billionaires.com. And if you do come to one of our Family Office Club events, whether it's a workshop or an investor summit, all 15 of those live events per year, plus our investor portal with 1,000 investor mandates in there, are all included with your membership. So you pay your membership one time per year, and then you're getting all those 15 live events for free. You're getting the whole investor portal with 1,000 investor mandates for free. All of our past workshops, investor summits, HD recorded, can be streamed for your whole team for free, all included with that one membership price. So please do go to familyoffices.com and become a charter member today. You will not regret it, and we're going to over-deliver to you, hopefully, the same level that we've already over-delivered to you on this free YouTube series or podcast series, depending on where you're digesting this. And that's how we've built our whole business the last 16 years, is that before somebody even spends money with us, we hopefully have added a lot of value to them. And after they spend money to us, hopefully have delivered 10 times the value of what they paid us. So I hope you've enjoyed this and getting to know me a little bit and how we think about closing deals, raising capital, and working with investors. Again, my name is Richard C. Wilson, founder of the Family Office Club. And go ahead and check out the membership options at familyoffices.com. And I hope to see you at our next live event. And when we shake hands, please let me know you came in through this YouTube series on $100 million plus Rainmakers. Thank you.